Ooni Karu 12, 2 years on, would I still have bought it? Well, let's go and find out. So in this 2-year review, we're going to go through our 3 parameters, which are quality, ease of use, cleaning and maintenance, and things I wish I knew before I bought it. We've done already a 1-year review, so this is the 2-year review. So many more pizzas have been cooked, and do we still like this oven? So let's start with the quality. Quality over the time that we've been using it has shown that it's pretty high. Of course, we accumulated a bunch of scratches in the stainless steel, but that's normal. We've been using it, we've been storing it, but the functionality of every single piece is still perfect. This opens and closes well. The little hatch at the back does the same. And if we look at the pizza stone is still in very good shape. The thickness is about 1 centimeter, which, like we said at the initial review, on the one side, it means that it heats up relatively quickly. In 45 minutes, you are at about 400 degrees Celsius. But it also means that every time you make a pizza, the stone cools down. So you need to have a little bit of time to heat it up again. From our last review, we also bought the gas attachment, which is something I said I was going to do because I felt that it would be a very good addition. And I must say, the quality of the gas attachment is very high as well. It's super easy to install. I've got a video specifically on how to install it and how to use it, but we used it several times. It doesn't use much gas. It heats up really quickly, and we'll discuss it in the ease of use, but it improves that. And the last thing I want to say about quality is relating to the gas attachment, because when I was learning how to use it, I made a mistake and I slightly bent the plastic knob. I contacted Ooni. They were amazing, free of charge. They sent me a replacement knob, which was perfect, arrived in a few days. When it comes to quality, not only you want something that lasts the test of time, but you also want something that if anything goes wrong, you have a customer service that helps you get your oven up and running again. So I must say that with the Ooni, I've been utterly impressed. Now let's move on to the second point, ease of use. This is the dual fuel pizza oven. So you can do it with wood, or you can buy the gas attachment and make it with gas. The ease of use is really important, and it's very different whether you use the gas or whether you use the wood. In my previous review, I said that I found the wood a little bit cumbersome for predominantly 2 reasons. First of all, if you bought the Ooni wood, it would be very dense. It would actually be a little bit easier to maintain, but it would be expensive. If you want to use wood that you would get from the petrol station or from the woods, we are in the countryside here, so we make our own wood. The density is such that you don't really bring the oven to the temperature you actually want. And if you do, it only lasts a little amount of time. And also it requires a lot of wood to be burnt. In fact, the best way if you want to use wood is a combination of coal and wood. I've also made a video about that. I'm going to put all these links in the description, so if you want to check it out. But effectively, if you want wood, coal and wood, it's a little bit gimmicky. Right? You basically have a situation where you bring the heating to temperature, you make your first pizza, the temperature drops, you need to take care of the fire to bring the temperature back up, the stone back up to temperature, and at the same time the pizza is being eaten by your friends and you're going to be here cooking, starving, right? So the ease of use is a little bit more complicated. Unless you absolutely love taking care of the fire, then the gas option is the one for you. And it's the one that turns this oven, to me, to the next level, because it becomes then very, very easy to use and to maintain, because you crank up the gas to the maximum, you bring it to temperature, you then lower it to do the cook. Again, made a video on how to do it. You can check it out. And then while you're enjoying the pizza with your friends, you just crank up the heat again in the gas, so that by the time you finish your pizza, you're back here and you're ready for your second pizza. So you turn into an amazingly easy way of enjoying this dual fuel pizza oven, and to me is the recommended way of using it, unless you absolutely love the wood. Also, in my view, these pizzas cook in 90 seconds, so the flavor of the wood in the pizza, all this authenticity, to me is a little bit BS. I don't feel any difference whether I eat a pizza which has been cooked with the wood or the pizza which has been cooked with the gas. So my point of view, make it easy, buy the gas attachment, and super ease of use. Let's move on to number 3, cleaning and maintenance, and what I wish I knew before I bought it. The cleaning, given that it's all stainless steel, it's easy. I use a standard non-abrasive detergent. Give it a little wipe and it maintains this beautiful shine. And then what I do is that in the winter, I will probably store it for a few months. And in that situations, I would dismantle it, take this off and take the stone off. And I would give it a power hose also the inside. It kind of removes all the soot from inside as well. Very important though, before you store it, make sure that everything is nicely dry. Because even though it's stainless steel, I find that if you don't dry it properly, it just creates more blemishes. It's not great. Then the other thing that people are really worried about is how you clean the stone. And you guys shouldn't be worrying about that. There is an easy way and a hard way of cleaning stone. We're going to ignore the hard way. You don't need to know the hard way because there's the easy way. And the easy way is that the stone is self-cleaning. With this oven, when it reaches 400 plus Celsius, it creates such a heat that the stone itself would burn out all these stains that you get here. So the heating up process for your first pizza is also the cleaning. What you tend to find is that the side where it's facing the exit will tend to be a little bit more dirty because the pizza will generally be sitting here as you're cooking it. So this will become more dirty. So the only thing you need to do is that the next time you're cooking, take this, put it in the other way around. Here's gonna be more clean. Here's gonna be more dirty. It's gonna heat it up. And it's gonna completely burn it off. Then you can have a little brush to just clean it off, or you just ignore it. It's just gonna disintegrate into nothing. And this is the best way in my view to deal with the stone. You really don't wanna take it home and soapy water to mess it up like that. Just no point. Then you have to look at the little tray. The little tray, I found that it turned into rust pretty much the first time I used it. This is the tray, of course, you put the wood in. So the wood sits here, flames up. I mean, I don't really mind too much. It stays inside, doesn't really matter. But, it's something that happens, worth mentioning. And to finish off, what is it that I wish I knew before I bought this? Obviously, when I bought this 2 years ago, the possibilities or the range of portable pizza ovens were somewhat limited. Ooni, of course, launched them. It was kind of the main brand, especially when it came to dual fuel. Of course, there was the Ooni Roccbox that started off with gas and then made the dome, but that's a different price point. So one of the things you need to take into consideration is at this price point, what other options do I think are worth it? So I would say that if you want dual fuel, this still remains your best option because I don't see anybody else that does a dual fuel with this quality, this ease of use, this longevity like the Ooni does. Of course, as I said before, I don't advise for you to cook in wood, especially if you're an amateur that wants to just cater for their families or small parties because it's just a lot of hard work. So what I wish I knew at the beginning is probably that I am not the right guy to be twinkling about with wood. So one could say, if you don't want to have the wood, then just go buy a gas oven. This one, of course, you need to buy the attachment. When I bought it, it cost about 95 pounds. And of course, there's an extra cost you need to add versus the oven. So I think the one thing you really, really need to understand is, are you the kind of person that wants to cook with wood? Or are you the kind of person that just wants a really nice homemade pizza? Because if it's the latter, then I would suggest probably a gas-fired oven is best for you. In which case, you might just want to go for one of Ooni's gas ovens. Don't bother with all the extra bits and pieces. Also, the gas ovens don't have the chimney. They're a little bit more compact. So that's really something that is fundamental when you choose your next pizza oven. So I hope the review was interesting. Add the descriptions. I'm putting everything that I refer to. There are also my affiliate links to the Ooni. The oven will cost exactly the same for you. I get a little bit of commission for doing these videos. It keeps the channel live. So if you're thinking of buying something, just click the link. It would be highly appreciated. And that's all, folks. Ciao, ciao.